back. I'm Tracy with your channeled oracle reading for January 12th through 18th, 2015. Hello. As always, before we move forward, we touch back on the previous week before I consciously channel Whitehawk, whom is my spirit guide. So last week, Whitehawk, the week's kind of doing this, right? I mean, there's good and bad in it all. So that's kind of like choppy, right? It was like, you're trying to get through the waters, you're getting through the waters, but at the same time, it's taking more energy out of you to get through the waters. So the flow is not as smooth as it could be. Whitehawk had said there'd be irony, and I certainly found in my own life there was irony in readings that I was doing or in people I was speaking to, things that were going on in their life, and I'm going, oh my God, I'm listening to my own life being played back to me, and what's going on in my own life. Excuse me. And then the senseless and cowardly shootings that occurred in France, and how there was some irony involved in all that, and that just makes me so sad, and so my heart goes out to everyone who was affected by that. And and Whitehawk had said in his reading, there's nothing you can do about, he wasn't referring to that, but that was there in regards to the week being an awful kind of week. You would just have to go through it, and he gave us, suggestions to get out in nature or to breathe through it. And for those who were affected by the killings in France and the shooting in France, it's just going through it to get to the other side, and no one's saying it's easy, but necessary to move forward. So God bless to everyone with that. As a people, as a nation, we will move forward, and we'll move forward, I think, stronger in peace, and that will, to move forward in peace, I think, is going to come up and out in a lot of people, and that's the only way to do it. Just because there's bad, going on, it's kind of like the whole Hitler thing, right? Like he's a bad guy, right? And he was powerful, and he had this thought in his mind, and he moved forward in it, and people were under him doing his work for him. And then it was finally until people started awakening, and there are those who turned against him, that the whole movement started to shift and turn, right? So it's going to take some really good people in there to finally wake up and say, this can no longer happen, and it'll happen. But it will be a mystery until it does happen. So let's get our prayers out there regarding these attacks, and let's raise the vibration. Let's make the difference. Let's be the difference out there in regards to that, because it's a couple of fanatics out there doing that. It's not, the whole Muslim religion. So let's please keep that in mind as we move forward. All right, so that was I didn't expect that to come out, but it did. And so instead of touching back more so on the week, let's just go get Whitehawk and see what he has to say for this upcoming week. Indeed, senseless acts of vandalism and terrorism which precede many peace comings that will evolve throughout the world regarding these horrendous and cowardly acts of violence. There is no God in these acts of violence. He says these acts of violence are simply selfish and ego-driven people for power within their own selves. They are not doing this on behalf of the Lord Jesus Christ or other gods. They are doing it on the behalf of themselves and their own egos. So let's not confuse who God is and what God is all about. And so, children, As you continue to move through the choppy waters of January, I have noted that it would be fruitful, but fruitfulness does not always come from smoothfulness. In fact, fruitfulness oftentimes comes from challenging times of growth and choppy waters, through choppy waters. And so, as you move through more choppy waters of the upcoming week, just keep in mind, children, that you can handle it. You can maneuver through these waters. It is not the end. It is not a death. It is simply troublesome waters to find ourselves in and to move through. You see, we are indeed going through a shift, there is no doubt. But through this shift, as we always say, on the other side is more light, is more growth, is more depth. And so you're always saying to me, so I sort of hear some of you saying like, or he says, so you're saying to me, well, this is rather dismal, this is rather low and icky, why would I come here? And he says, simply because we are helping you to move through the ebbs and flows in life and helping you to move through the cycles of life, one reading at a time, 1 week at a time. You do not have to like what it is that I am saying, but you may find its support and guidance helpful as you find yourself perhaps in some choppy or troublesome waters, to just know sometimes we simply need to breathe and get to the other side. And as he's saying that, I see somebody like the waters are choppy and they're dark, and they're walking through the water, and the water is like up here, up say chest deep. They're chest deep in the water, so they don't have to swim, but they have to walk. And with the friction of the water, with the current going the other way, and they're moving through the waters, it is challenging. It is taking a lot of energy. It is they have to use their strength to move through it, but they are moving through it. And as they are moving, it's like, and it's me he's showing actually moving through the water. As they move through it, like they're moving, right? You know, if you've ever been in water and tried to move through that water, it's difficult, and it's like they're holding something that they have, and they're trying, and they don't want this to whatever get wet or move or go down the current. And they're trying to get to the other side, making sure that this piece of paper or article or thing that they have in their hand doesn't get harmed or float away or whatever. And so they keep trudging through, you know, those tough, dark waters right now. But, you know, they're not depressed. They're not low. They're just going with the flow. They are just moving through the waters as they come to them. Not even hoping that they stop or to arrive on the other side, simply to just, you know, this is what I've been given, and so I am just going to move through the waters each minute, each moment, whatever is being given. And so again, as I said, it's me that he's showing moving through these waters. And so I keep moving through these waters until finally I come to an edge, a ledge, and you know the water is deep, and then all of a sudden I come up. It's I don't have to climb up and out. There is like a ledge, or underneath the water there's a ledge that helps me come up and walk up and out of the water. And now I'm on dry land, and I can, you know, dry off and get clean and continue my journey. And what it looks like at that time when I arrived there to be twilight, but the air is warm, and it is peaceful, and it is quiet, and I have dried off, and now I will continue my journey from there. And Whitehawk says, "Righto, child, righto you are." And so the waters will be choppy, but as you see, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is an end to it. There is a close to it. And so you will get there, but you cannot become tired. You cannot become negative, wondering when it's going to end. You simply must take each flow and ebb as it comes to you to arrive, to conserve energy, but to also get to the other side. Be blessed, children, with this newfound knowledge. I always hope it helps you get to the other side of your challenges. God bless. God bless. Thank you, Whitehawk. Well, there you have it. It could be another choppy weekend. It does not mean, I always say this, right? It does not mean that there will not be light during that choppiness, that there will not be a flow, or there cannot be happiness in moments of ease. It may just seem that there are times that are more so choppy than the lightness and the ease and the relaxing that comes in the week. In other words, that would be the primal focus. And the fact that he shows me, oh, well, that sucks for me, right? But I'm just going to keep moving through it as it comes and taking my breaks and breathing and meditating and journaling and getting out in nature as I do and as Whitehawk has suggested and shared with us. So I wish you all the best in this upcoming week. You can do it. We can do it. We're all in good company. You know, we can't change the cycles of the energy and the shifts that come in, but we can certainly learn to manage them as they come through our world, and that is what we're learning here. So I'll see you on Thursday again. There is no weekly vlog. There was the Ask Tracy number 10. If you haven't had an opportunity to listen to that, please do. And join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for Whitehawk's Daily Wisdom, because he lets us know if the waters are going to be choppy on that day too, which they were today, which is Thursday. So anyways, yeah, my day started off with a bang. Fun, fun, fun having children. Okay, so thanks for being here with me. I'm always grateful, and give me a like if you found what I said here helpful. God bless. I'm Tracy for Chandler's Channel.